So we're going to start with the Italian chicken sliders. These are really easy. Just throw some chicken breast into your crock pot, add the Zesty Italian dressing packet. Next time I would definitely use 2 of these. I added just a little bit of water to help along the cooking process, and I let it go on high for about 3 hours. Once it was done, I shredded it up, added about half of a block of cream cheese, and added it to some delicious little slider buns. Had I used my brain while cooking this, you should definitely just shred your chicken right in the crock pot. That extra juice that it's cooking in is going to help everything mix together really easily. I was saving a chicken breast by itself for Morgan, and I for some reason left that one in the crock pot instead of just taking it out and shredding this in there. And then as far as the buns that I used mini Kaiser rolls, but next time I think I want to do it on Hawaiian buns. That would be so, so delicious. So on the day that I made those sliders, I served it with these delicious little sort of like fake out potato skins. So you want to start and just clean off your russet potato, then go ahead and start slicing it into thin slices. I have my oven preheated to 400, I think, maybe 425. But slice these up, kind of pat them dry a little bit with a paper towel. And then put them on your baking sheet and get them ready to bake. You can just season with salt and pepper, but I did like a Cajun seasoning salt, and it turned out really, really good. I don't want to be in it. Okay. Have you ever had this bacon and spoon?
Mm-hmm.
We have a long video because I can't get this open. Okay.
You may do a courtesy chance check.
What is that? Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that's actually really funny.
Is it? So after about 12-15 minutes, my potatoes were already getting nice and brown because they were sliced thin. So I'm just adding some of the Velveeta shreds cheese and tearing up some of that turkey bacon that I just heated up in the microwave. It's a fully cooked kind. And then I put it back in the oven for everything to melt together. Okay, so for this recipe, we're making honey chipotle little like smokies that you can just pick up on a little toothpick. So to make the honey chipotle sauce, you're gonna need maple syrup. You can use sugar-free, some honey, some tomato. You can use sugar-free or whatever kind of ketchup you like. Some of the chipotles in adobo sauce. Be careful with this because this gets spicy really, really quickly. So just use a little bit and then you can add more if you want extra spice. I used, I think, a whole can on some chicken, and it was very spicy, like very, very spicy. So just be careful. I'll probably only use half of that. And I will link this recipe for you, the original sauce recipe that I got down below. It's actually for chicken, but we're going to use it for here. And I'll put exactly the measurements that I used down below as well. We are just going to throw this into a crock pot. And we're going to blend this up quickly. You can use a regular blender, but you'll see I'm going to use an immersion blender because that is what we have. Okay, so for this super simple, delicious salsa, all you're going to need is a can of mild Rotel, a can of original, half of an onion. I use a tiny one because I don't love a ton of onion, but you can use a regular sized or like a full small one, totally up to you. Some cilantro, just like a handful, a lime, some salt, and some pepper. Okay, y'all, so next up we are making some pretzel bites with 2-ingredient dough. So if you don't know what that is, you basically use equal parts self-rising flour and the Faye Total Zero yogurt. It's just a non-fat plain yogurt. Mix it together, it gets kind of crumbly like this, and then you can start to form it into a dough. So once I got it into a ball, I went ahead and quartered it, and then each quarter got rolled out sort of like snake style, and then I cut that into pieces, and that is what made my little pretzel bites. So for this next part, you need to boil your dough pieces in boiling water with some baking powder. Do as I say, not as I do, because you need to use a pretty large pot. I put about a tablespoon of baking powder into that pot. And this is just going to help you get that pretzel texture. So just drop them in there, let them sit about, I don't know, 60 seconds, and then pull them out and put them on a greased baking dish or a lined, a foil lined pan that's been sprayed with Pam, so you can bake them in the oven.